When most people think of space, the first image that comes to mind is an infinite black emptiness, a cold, silent, dead void where nothing exists. This is the image taught to us since childhood through movies, cartoons, and even basic science books. Astronauts floating in nothingness. But this idea of an empty universe is not only misleading, it's completely wrong. Modern science has revealed that space is actually full of hidden mysteries, invisible matter, unseen forces, and tiny particles that never stop buzzing in and out of existence. Space is not a vacuum of nothingness. It is more alive than we ever imagined. To understand this properly, let's break it down step by step. The ordinary stuff floating in space. Let's start with the basics. Even before we get into exotic concepts like dark matter or quantum fields, space is already filled with ordinary things we can measure and study. Between stars exist massive clouds of gas and dust called nebulae. These clouds might look thin, but they stretch across light years and hold enough material to create thousands of new stars. Much of the stuff in space is not solid or liquid, but plasma, a superheated soup of charged particles. Our sun constantly blasts plasma outward in the form of solar wind, which fills the solar system. So even at this simplest level, space is not empty. It is full of unseen motion, energy, and matter. Dark matter, the hidden skeleton of the universe. Scientists discovered that when they studied galaxies, something strange appeared. The stars at the edges of galaxies were moving much faster than they should. If only visible matter existed, those stars would fly off into space. But they don't. Why? Because something invisible is holding them in place. Something with mass, with gravity, but not something we can see or touch. This mysterious stuff is what scientists call dark matter. What is it? Dark matter doesn't shine, doesn't absorb light, and doesn't interact with normal matter the way atoms do. It's completely invisible to telescopes. Why do we believe in it? Its gravitational pull explains the way galaxies spin and cluster together. Without dark matter, the universe we see would fall apart. How much is there? Shockingly, dark matter makes up about 85% of all matter in the universe. Everything we see, planets, stars, humans, animals, is just a tiny fraction compared to the hidden stuff. Dark energy, the invisible force pushing everything apart. If dark matter is strange, dark energy is even stranger. In the 1990s, scientists studying distant supernova expected to see the universe's expansion slowing down due to gravity. Instead, they found the opposite. The universe's expansion is accelerating. That means there is some mysterious force pushing galaxies away from each other faster and faster. This force is called dark energy. What is it? No one knows for sure. It might be a property of space itself, like a built-in pressure. It might come from a quantum energy field. It might even be something beyond our current physics. About 70% of the universe is dark energy. Think about that. Most of reality is made of something we don't understand at all. Even if you could zoom in on the smallest empty point of space, between galaxies, far from any star, you still wouldn't find true nothingness. Quantum physics tells us that space is filled with quantum fields. Every particle in the universe, electrons, quarks, photons, comes from these fields. Even when no particles are around, the fields still exist, bubbling with tiny fluctuations. This is called vacuum energy or zero-point energy. Particles constantly pop in and out of existence for fractions of a second. this activity is invisible to us. So, the emptiest part of space is still alive with microscopic, restless energy. Why? Emptiness matters. So, if space is not empty, why does this matter to us? Because it changes the way we understand reality. The nothingness between stars is actually the very fabric that shapes the universe's destiny. It holds galaxies together, pushes them apart, and hides secrets we still haven't unlocked. Think of it like this. Space is not a stage on which the universe plays. It is part of the play itself. Space is active, dynamic, and alive with unseen forces. The universe is not empty. It is overflowing with things our senses cannot touch.